Hello and assalamu alaikum everybody. I hope you guys are doing great. My name is Nadia and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about many things that are happening around me. Now the first thing is, please ignore the sound of a motor that you're able to hear in the background. I'm getting very few opportunities to record a video, and it's because so many things are happening around here. Workers are coming right in the morning. Today's Sunday, yeah, thankfully, and 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening they leave, and once they leave there's a lot of mess to clean. So and everything is like everywhere. Yeah, I forget about it. So yes, we're going to talk about expenses now. So these are not going to be the monthly expenses sort of thing, because I'm only buying the things that I really need. As I told you guys, everything is everywhere, and yesterday I was thinking that it's such a shame that I call myself a minimalist and I'm still having so much stuff, but I think I'm a Pakistani sort of a minimalist. Everything, I looked at everything and I tried to discard many things. Like I was like, I'm gonna get rid of everything, but when I'm gonna show them to you, everything is important. And yeah, this is the puzzle of my life. So I'm gonna share the expenses now. The first thing I bought here was detergent, Surf Excel, and my neighbor went to buy it. I asked my neighbor to go buy it for me, and she came with a receipt that said 470 rupees. And I was like, last time when I bought it, it was around 360. So I gave her only 500 rupees, and I was like, could be around 380 now, or max 400. But 470 was a shock for me. Like, it was an unbelievable thing, but you have to accept it. Every time you go to the market, the prices are not just different, they are very different. Sometimes you have to dig deep down in your bag to take out all the money that you have, or sometimes they have to, turn you upside down and do this and like take out all the money that you have. Give us your clothes as well. So guys, I do have a utility store here as well, but oh my god, I dread to go inside because there's a lot of people outside. So you're like, oh my god, it's a long line. So you have to wait to enter a utility store. So after that shock, when I was coming in the evening, I was coming back home, I was like, maybe they are charging so much money, maybe there is not that big a difference, because sometimes it happens that these local shopkeepers, the customer go with the mentality that, oh, badi mehngai hogi. So sometimes they overcharge you and you don't realize it. So I went to the other shop and we had to buy something else, but I was like, Khan, Surf Excel kitne ka hai? Then Khan was like, Paji, Surf Excel wo to 480 ka hai. And I was like, Khan, tum to usse bhi aage nikal gaya hai, wo to phir bechara 470 ka bech raha hai, and you were like 480 ka hai. I was like, theek hai, chak ke rakho. Then I went to another store that's a departmental store here, and I bought a few things. Can you guys read it? Every time I go there, I'm like, you should write so I'm able to read. And yeah, now I can't read it because I just remember that what things I bought. That's why I can't read them. Dalda oil for 560. I was expecting it to be like 700, but that was a good surprise, that 560. sponge and you know, 2 sponges for 160. Egg jolly, you know, nowadays Arshad is not taking tea. Oh my god, what a surprise. And we don't have to use that jolly because chai ke bartan, man, dhona bada mushkil kaam hai. Then I had to buy haldi, turmeric, that was for 60 rupees. I don't know how much it was. I'm gonna attach a picture here as well to how much it was, and some of it I used as well. Zira, how much of cumin we got, that was for 140, and then Dettol soap was for 140. That was two Dettol soaps. We use 2 in a month, so that was for 140. A few utility bills to share with you, like gas. We get the gas ka bill, that's for 240, sometimes 260. And LPG is not even 240 or 260 per kg. Like we use gas for a month for 240 or 60. So water charges, last time I remember they were like 8 months ago when I left from here, it was 1200. Now they've also increased it. 1386. Yeah. Yes, about sabzi, it's I got piyaz. It was for 150 last week when I bought it, 150 per kg. Tomatoes were, did they turn off the motor? Idiots. Turn it off. पानी खत्म हो जाता है अब तक आना. I don't know. बिजली फिर कहते हैं बिजली का बिल इतना आ जाता है. Tomatoes. Half kg. I bought, like back then when I bought tomatoes, they were 200 per kg, and then on Monday they became like they went up to 400 per kg. So I got ginger for 60 rupees, that much, like ginger, and then garlic, 1/4 of a kg, that was 400 rupees, like for a kg is gonna be 400 rupees for garlic. Then I went to buy oil, coconut oil, from I don't know how we call that, Pansari, like Pansari ki dukaan pe, coconut oil, and luckily it was very, very fresh. They just took out the coconut oil from the coconuts. You could smell the whole, you know, the whole shop was smelling coconut. So I forgot to buy sarson ka tel because last time when I bought the sarson ka tel, that was like, it doesn't even smell like sarson ka tel. That was a bottled one, and yeah, but I forgot. So yeah, that was it. That's all I got. No, the sabzi, pakane wali sabzi. Then I went to get everything like palak, methi, what was that? Shimla mirch, gajre, aloo, and I got the rest of the sabzi, to my surprise, for 800 rupees. And yes, the same kind of sabzi, or sometimes I used to have a shock when my bill used to be 1900, 2000 for just sabzi, and I used to look at what? Look at the sabzi. That really, the sabzi is costing too much. Again, in the meat, I wanted to get some fish, but Arshad was like, it's still like very, very hot outside. The weather hasn't changed much. So we got chicken, that was for 1350 rupees, 3 kgs of it. And then beef we got for 1500. That was, I think, I'm pretty sure it was like 2 kgs or 2.5 kgs. Yes. And then the other things I got from Pansari was like kajure, 200 rupees, half kg. And then I got murabba, like amle ka murabba, that was for 430 rupees. And recently I bought besan. Like besan used to be 40 rupees for, you know, half kg, 50 rupees. Yesterday it was like 130 rupees for the freaking besan. And then we had what else? Wait. Can you read it? I mean, we call it doctors don't know how to write. They don't know how to write either. Do tum rabbe ho, but I know that. The other are, I remember that. The other are chane, bhune with chane. That was 180 rupees. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And what else I want to tell you guys? Yeah, weather started changing now a little bit, and you can see a lot of fluctuation in light. Sometimes it's getting dark, sometimes it's getting too sunny. So yeah, it's all. So yeah, I'm pretty happy here. Yeah, and yes, slowly and steadily, things are getting back on track. And I haven't gotten back to my house. I wanted to go back and see how the people over there are treating my house. I was very heartbroken when I came here. Oh, my father's calling. कूड़े वाला बाहर झाड़ू दे ही जा रहे 2 दिन से नहीं आया कूड़ा लेने मेरा. बुरी बात है ना. मैं इसको क्या कहती हूँ, भाई मेरा कूड़ा तो लेते जाना. मोटर नहीं बंद करनी है ना. अब्बा जी पता नहीं वापस लग गया. My Kuriwala was a very good guy, but he has changed since I left. He was very good, like he never asked for anything, and now he was like, if there's some extra stuff like eating and that's he had to pick up, and he was like, but the paise. I was like, okay, take the money, or should give him the money, and then everything plastic, like bottles, or there's a lot of plastic when you build a house. So I gave him all, and he went here, then he was like, after 15, like we moved here on 15th of last month, and on 1st he was like, Baji, meri tankha. मैं क्या हाल है तेरी तनख्वाह भी रहती है. And before the tankha, he was like, Baji, मुबारक हो तानू कर दी, मिठाई दिखला दो मैनू. He doesn't want मिठाई, he want money. So I gave him money. For him, नशा ही है गया ते नशा करना है दी मिठाई नशा है गया ते जाके ने उस मैंने दसती है कहती बाजी उत्थे पीछे नशे नाल बैठ के ना टिक्के लांदा भर के नशे ही है पूरा ते. Then he was like, first he was like, बाजी मेरी तनख्वाह. फिर मैं इनका चल ऐ भी फड़ लै तू तनख्वाह भी ले लै ते फिर की कहते उन्होंने तनख्वाह दी जिस दिन उस दिन बाजी कोई कपड़े ही दे दो. मैं क्यों मैं तेन केड़े कपड़े तेरे कित्थों लियावां तेरे कपड़े. अर्शद wears पैंट शर्ट एंड तू शलवार कमीज पाना है ते कहते नहीं बाजी बच्चियां ने कपड़े दे दो. लै वो भी बेच बाच के खा लेने. What kind of people? Okay guys, take care. तो पहले कि वो निकल जाए मैं कूड़ा दे आवां.